worldwide cyber attack hit several U.S. government agencies, and Russian criminal cyber group is being blamed for it.
Now, senior officials are racing to limit the impact. CBS News' Jared Hill is live in New York for us. So, Jared, what do we know about this attack and how the Biden administration is responding to it?
Yeah, so Keith and Betty, this is something that officials have been watching since at least last month, when they say this extortion gang got access to a file sharing app that a lot of businesses and government agencies use. And as you mentioned, the Biden administration is watching and trying to make sure that the fallout goes not too far. Take a look.
U.S. officials say a Russia-linked ransomware group called Clop is responsible for a global cyber attack that has struck multiple U.S. agencies and NATO allies.
This ransomware group compromised a vulnerability in a widely used software.
That software is called MOVEit. Experts say it's a convenient way for governments and businesses to move large files. The cyber attack has affected the U.S. Department of Energy, multiple Johns Hopkins affiliated hospitals, the University System of Georgia, the Minnesota Department of Education, and British Airways. U.S. officials say the ransomware group has already started to release data to extort companies.
The adversaries have a chance to get 2 bites from the same apple, meaning first they can put ransomware on your computer and say, you can never use your data again unless you pay us money. Then after you pay, they come back again and say, meanwhile, I have a copy of your data and I will release it unless you pay me again.
Former Defense Intelligence official Bob Gourley says cyber criminals can release embarrassing information from medical records or even personal banking data that can then open those affected up to further fraud. CBS News has confirmed that the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency is providing support to agencies targeted in this attack.
All right, so while this group is believed to be from Russia, government officials here in the U.S. are telling reporters that there's no evidence the hackers are coordinating with the Russian government itself. Also, Keith and Betty, officials say a lot of these organizations and companies already had patched the vulnerability before this group Clop was able to move in, but they're still, again, keeping an eye on all of this to make sure that the fallout is pretty minimal. Back to you.
That's all you can pray for, is that it's minimal.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jared.